Hello dear students, welcome back. We will study today the chapter Stepwise Thinking, class 4th ICSC board. Okay, in this chapter what we are going to study? Understanding stepwise thinking and learn with examples. Now let us move to the chapter. What is stepwise thinking? Understanding stepwise thinking. Imagine that guests are coming to visit you. Your mother tells you to clean your room. How will you clean it? What steps will you follow to solve this problem? Look at the solution. First, we see what is making the room look untidy. सबसे पहले हम ये देखेंगे कि रूम में अनटाइडी क्या है, क्या सामान इधर उधर फैला हुआ है, क्या अपने प्रॉपर प्लेस पे हम रख सकते हैं, क्या चीज़ हमें क्लीन करनी है एंड एवरीथिंग. The clothes are scattered on the bed. The shoes and toys are on the floor. The table is disorganized and dusty. First problem is this. Second is fix each of these problems one by one. Okay. Then third one is clean the bed first. Sort your clothes, fold them and put them in the almirah. Next, what will we do? Then pick up your shoes and toys from the floor, put them in the right place. Lastly, tidy your table and organize it. Your room is clean now. Okay, so have you seen that there are some steps which you have to follow for doing your work easily and in a better way. Did you notice that we just solved a problem step by step? When we try to find a solution to a problem, it is known as problem solving. We often solve problems using stepwise thinking. Stepwise thinking means to think step by step to complete a task or solve a problem. Understand? Step by step in a proper sequence you have to solve the problem, so it is called stepwise thinking. We can solve many day-to-day problems by just thinking in step as we did in the example above. Let us understand how we solve a problem in a stepwise manner. First of all, we identify the problem. Second is we break the problem down into smaller parts. Can you understand? First of all, we identify the problem, that what we have to solve. Okay. Next is, now we understand the problem. Then we will make some parts of the problem. The whole problem we cannot solve in one step. Okay. So we make it into small parts. We solve each part of the problem separately. We identify the problem, just like the room was untidy. It is the problem. We broke the problem down into smaller parts. First is the clothes were on the bed. Second is the toys and shoes were on the floor. Third is the table was untidy and disorganized. Okay. Now what will happen? We solved each part of the problem separately. Folded clothes and put them in the almirah. Put the toys back in their place. Tidy the table. Okay? In this way we can solve each problem. Suppose you are asked, why did you work so hard? You could have just stuffed the clothes in the almirah and locked it. Nobody would have noticed. आपसे कोई कहता है कि क्यों इतना सारा चीज आप फोल्ड करके रख ली, सारे कपड़े उठाइए और अलमीरा के अंदर रख दीजिए. Then what will happen? You will notice that the almirah will become also disorganized. What does you think your answer could be? It could be like this. If I had just stuffed my clothes in the almirah, it would be hard to find my clothes. Although the almirah would be untidy. What you just did was reasoning. You thought about the real problems that you could face if you had stuffed your almirah with your clothes untidily. These real problems were your facts. What underline this one? The real problems were your facts, and you decided that it was better if you fold your clothes neatly and put them tidily in the almirah. The act of thinking about the fact to make a decision is called reasoning. It is important thing. The act of thinking about the fact. जो फैक्ट है उसके बारे में सोचना क्या कहलाता है? ये डिसीजन इज कॉल्ड रीजनिंग. इट इज बेस्ड ऑन रीजनिंग. While thinking stepwise reasoning helps us to think about a task in a better way and understand more clearly if the solution we have thought of is correct or not. Reasoning helps us make better choices and come up with a better solution. If without thinking or reasoning we start to solve the problem, it will not be so better as by reasoning. Learn with examples. Imagine you want to go on a picnic. Look at how it can be planned using stepwise thinking. First of all, we identify the problem as I told you earlier. The problem is plan a picnic. Now we break the problem down. Who will come, when and where we go, what will we eat, what will we do or play, what will we wear, and how will we get there. So solving problem, we solve each part of the problem separately. Make a list first of all, the people who are going with us. Choose the picnic spot and time. Make a list of food items that we could get for the picnic. Make a list of the activities. Then choose the clothes we would like to wear to the picnic. Make a list of ways we could travel to the picnic spot. Is it clear? Now making the parts of the problem, it is quite easy to solve it. Next, now we will follow some steps. Who will come? First step. Second is when and where will we go. Third step is what will you eat. Fourth step is what will you do. Fifth step is what will you wear to go there. And sixth is how will you go. Okay. Now when we solve all these problems by step, then we will go to the result very peacefully and very satisfactory. Finding the lost watch. It's another problem. First of all, we identify the problem. Problem is find the lost watch. Okay. Now we break the problem in many steps. Where did you lose your watch? The solving will, what will be the solution? Think about where you were at your school at that time when you lost the watch. When you last hand your watch on your hand. When second is when did you lose your watch? Then you must think of the last time you saw your watch. In which period was it, or at what time was it? Next problem is who can you ask, with whom you will ask about it. Make a list of people at school whom you can ask about your watch. How do you inform everyone at school? To put up a notice on the schools and your classes notice board, because you cannot ask each and every person in the school, so you have to write it on the notice board. What do you do when you find it? Thank the person who helped you find it. Okay, in this way you might get your watch again. Now these are the steps which you will write to find the watch. Where did you lose your watch? When did you lose your watch? Who can You ask, how do you inform everyone at school? What do you do when you find it? These are the steps which you have to write for any problem. Dear students, in your examination, there will be any problem given and teacher will ask you about write the steps to solve this problem. So you will write like this: step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 and step 5. Okay, you can write any problem in 4 step, 5 step or 6 steps. Okay, now I think it is clear to you. In the next video I will send you all the solutions of this chapter. Till then, goodbye.